Joey G, Gino Caruso, ECBW Adrenaline TV, and Joey, we get jump started right away.
Yep, with the great Frankie Flo, the Puerto Rican
Powerhouse
heavyweight champion, powerhouse.
Takes on the big man in his own right, Dark Oracle Sage.
And not going to be a walk in the park for either one of these wrestlers, both evenly matched.
I know you said it on several occasions, you believe that Frankie Flo has the ability to regain that heavyweight title at some point in time.
Well, I've spoken to Frankie Flo a number of times, and Gino, believe me, it is in the back of his mind.
Well, that's why you do this, to be the number one guy, to be the champion. And I would say that, this is a big test for both these gentlemen.
Absolutely, because the winner moves up a notch, doesn't he?
That's what he does.
Especially the way Angelo Johns has been taking care of things here in ECBW.
Big tackle by Sage. It bowled over Frankie Flo, using that height and weight to his advantage.
And not an easy thing to get Frankie Flo off his feet, but Sage did.
The fans here in Ridgefield Park soundly behind Frankie Flo, one of the most popular wrestlers.
Now, Gino Caruso, it's 2019. Can you believe that?
It's a new year. 2018 was a banner year for ECPW, and speaking of year-end awards dinner coming up on the 12th, fans stay tuned at the end of the program to give you all the information about upcoming events. But the awards dinner is on the 12th, Joey, and you don't want to miss that.
No, wrestling fans, I tell you what, if you've never been to an ECBW awards dinner, you want to be to this one, because it's a chance to mingle with the wrestlers, talk to the wrestlers. The wrestlers are in a different kind of mood that night than they usually are when they're preparing for a match or after a match.
And right there, Sage got tripped up by Frankie Flo, and he's complaining that the Frankie pulled the hair, which was obvious he did not.
Well, we we know that Sage can't pull Frankie Flo's hair.
No.
He's got that short cropped haircut.
Nice headlock takeover by the big man Sage into a leg scissor.
Look at the powerful shoulders on Frankie Flo.
Frankie spends a lot of time in the gym. He actually competed last year, 2018, in a couple of bodybuilding competitions and took first place in them as well. So you're talking about a dual athlete that can not only compete in professional wrestling, but also in bodybuilding.
Well, he's lucky I wasn't in that bodybuilding competition. Otherwise,
we're all lucky. Second. We're all lucky you weren't in there, Joey. But, Frankie Flo spends a lot of time in the gym and is always willing to help out the youngsters, to teach them how to work out correctly and to, right there, get that look and have that power to perform in professional wrestling.
Well, does Frankie Flo want to do a little test of strength with Sage right now?
No doubt, Frankie is a powerhouse. Sage does have the height and leverage advantage, though. So it's not only just about the power, but also that leverage, which is a huge advantage. I don't know if you want to lock up, though, once Frankie Flo gets a hold of your hand.
Oh, look at that. Sage going for a shortcut. He really sucked him right into that.
Right, he had no plans of going head-to-head with power with Frankie Flo.
But he did go head-to-head with a little headbutt on Frankie
Right,
Flo.
he has no problem with doing that. And that's the game plan.
Yeah.
We talk about it, Joey. There's wrestlers come in here and rake across the back. You have to have some kind of plan. And obviously Sage figured, you know what, I'm not going to go face Frankie head on and deal with that power. I'm going to try to cheat and take those shortcuts and see where that leads me.
Well, powerful clothesline by Sage, and now going for the pin, but lackadaisical on Sage's part.
You mentioned about Angelo Johns, the general manager here in Adrenaline, bringing in new talent. We're going to get to see a new tag team. They're going to be coming up soon. We're going to actually hear from them after this match, and they're called the Ugly Ducklings.
I spent some time with them in the dressing room before tonight's card, and I'll tell you, wrestling fans, you're going to be in for a treat.
And right now, Frankie's got to come up, take this leverage advantage away from Sage, and get out of it. But again, every time he does, Sage lays in with that big hammer across the back.
What does Sage go for in weight? Is he, I believe, 300 pounds more?
They have him listed at somewhere 6'5", 6'6", probably about the 285, 290 range. Big, powerful competitor, and a little bit nasty. Got that mean streak, which sometimes is not a bad thing in this business.
No, it's not a bad thing in the business, but you don't want to see guys take shortcuts all the time, like Sage does, and some of the other wrestlers here in ECBW. Sometimes you want to see a nice scientific match.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of the times these guys maybe don't feel they can match up scientifically with the other wrestlers, and feel the only way they can do it is take a shortcut.
Take a shortcut and break the rules and do whatever they can to win. And then you have some wrestlers here in ECBW, don't care if they win or lose, as long as they hurt their opponent. And I'm talking about John Teller.
Well, John Teller, one of, you talk about the year-end awards. He's got to be one of the most leading in the category of most hated.
Oh, we saw what he did to that poor young kid who...
Well, he's done it to a lot of wrestlers, a lot of fans. He's just got a bad attitude, and fans just don't like him.
No. Nope.
Right now, Frankie Flo making his comeback.
Oh, that's it, Frankie.
Powerful clothesline there. He's got to start moving around, using his speed as well. In this matchup, he definitely has a speed advantage. But right there, Sage.
Nobody home, and nobody home again.
Here comes Frankie Flo. Powerful clothesline. Didn't quite get all of it. Got all of that leg drop, though.
Yes, he did.
Maybe that's enough, Joey. Nah.
No, not enough. Frankie Flo, born in Brooklyn, New York, but extremely proud of his Puerto Rican heritage.
And, well, he should be, Joey. He fights for his culture, his people. And,
watch out.
Cheap move there. I'm trying to get a quick. Frankie's got him into full Nelson slam. That may be it. He's put away a lot of wrestlers that way. And here's one more.
Stage away. Wow. Impressive win by Frankie
Nice
Flo.
win there by Frankie Flo. We touched before. We're going to hear from the Ugly Ducklings on the debut here in ECPW. That's coming up.